Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to our WANG steering group. That's just a waterway area neighborhood group. We're trying to get things moving. Following on from our previous meeting where we introduced the neighborhood. So I'm glad that we have Sergeant Donovan Gordon, who will give you all the details of his background, what his role is here in St. Thomas. Good evening, Sarge. Over to you.
Good evening. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be sharing this meeting with you. For the of those, let me just sort of just give you a little thing about me and also community safety and security. My name is Donovan Gordon. I'm a sergeant of police, a policeman for over 26 years, going to 27 years. Basically, all my service have been in the parish of St. Thomas. And I have been out of the 26 years, I have been serving at the community safety and security branch in the parish. I am now the sub-officer in charge of that section of the force. Well, Neighborhood Watch is one of the organizations, I say, branches that we manage within the other schools like police youth clubs, safe school, a whole lot of things. We work with families of victims of crimes. We do negotiation. We do a lot of stuff. We are like social workers. What I'm here to speak to you about really, it's the Neighborhood Watch. Watches. We're government are getting them to survive the COVID pandemic. However, it's a good organization, and one thing I must say to us that a family that prays together stay together. When a community can find itself time to have a conversation, to unite, to have fun together. You are on a path for sustainability. You're on a path to keep down some of the things that can negative things that can happen in a community such as crime. One of the things with a lot of groups you find is that they are reactive, meaning that it's only when something happens within their community they come together, and it's because there are so many things that you as a community can do to protect yourself. As a neighborhood watch coordinator, I do not come to any group to reinvent the wheel, because if you have from a neighborhood watch and you have a community group or any other groups within, it is the same people living in the community that we expect to come. So what we have done is to allow for every group to have their meetings. What we do is to inject 10 minutes out of the meeting to discuss neighborhood watch matters, because neighborhood watch matters might be education in terms of sensitize and educating person as it relates to your own personal safety, giving you a chance to report in terms of anything that is illegal in your community, crimes committed against you. How can we be able to deal with it and to treat to it as a citizen? And all of that would definitely come in play there. So we are not really reinventing the wheel. We allow you to have your meeting so that we can be able to discuss it from time to time. There are many presentations, many things to impart. All right, and also there is this about we have a national neighborhood watch movement, which once you become a neighborhood watch, you become a part of it. It means therefore, overside you want to look at the political side, meaning that you can vouch to become a member of the divisional council the area council, and become a member of the national council. And when you work through the ranks, so there are so many things, there are so many activities that you'll be able now to partake in. A lot of citizens, or a lot of groups pay a lot of money to benevolent societies and other societies, which cost them a whole lot per year as it relates to registration. But Neighborhood Watch movement allows for the Neighborhood Watch movement to be registered, and any one of its members will be able to use the GCT that is there and to be able to do their registration for any sort of business that they would want to transact. There's a whole lot of things, that advantages, that comes that you can be able to benefit from as it relates to Neighborhood Watch. For you being a Neighborhood Watch, there will definitely have to be a launch that the headquarters attend and launch it. It's something that we will do a sensitization with you um, before the launch, because they will have to come over here from Kingston to do checks and balances to see that we are ready for the launch. Um, Launch basically, it's a commissioner really or its designate that comes over. We create a ceremony, a launch ceremony, and of course there are some things that we do. We prepare, we set up the signs in the community. Welcome to Medsga Garden Neighborhood Watch, and you know,
We've lost you, Sarge.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Last thing we heard was Neighborhood Watch.
Okay, I'm saying, are you hearing me now?
Perfect.
Okay, I'm saying for your Neighborhood Watch to be to get on, and just know that we are not reinventing the wheel. It is your group that we will inject you in your group. Neighborhood Watch. So your meeting, go on with 5 to 10 minutes out of your meeting time to discuss neighborhood. The period could mean that persons start to speak about matters of crimes affecting them within their communities. They are cited and they are noted so that we, the police, the coordinators, as well as the group, can have a discussion on the matter and to see how best the person can be helped. Um, um, Crime panel again within can also be someone coming in to talk about your security consciousness. How you mitigate against being the something of a crime, the victim of a crime. Crime panel could mean discussing neighborhood watch matters, their correspondence that comes from headquarters and area regarding neighborhood watch. It could mean definitely about conferences that we're going to have, trainings that we're going to have, and all of that. So in your meeting, you'll take some minutes. It's an agenda matter that you'll discuss. So basically, it will change nothing that you are. Neighborhood watch is something you have to launch, and of course, what we will do is to have some sensitization sessions with you. I have created a plan to be able to do at least maybe about 8 to 10 virtual 45 minutes um, um, presentations, so that you will understand more about watch and more security conscious. Um, there are some things. There's a book, a watch book, that we will send to the what to you to the WhatsApp group. It will look good if I could be part of or be added to the wider group, so that when some of these information come, I can easily send them in the group. Opportunities, a lot of them come by us. I can just forward them to the group. All right, so we'd have to have a launch, which of course, in my mind, it probably might take about 3 months after you decide and after you start to have that launch. Why? for you to invite the commissioner or his designate or somebody up there, you'd have to give them at least, put it in writing and give them at least 8 weeks notice. And then now, so that's one. If you invite the Minister of National Security, it's the same. You would definitely have to give them about 2 weeks notice. So in addition to that, there will also be a sensitization, which will take probably about another, well, it depends on how fast. It's going to be about 10 or 8 to 10 sensitization sessions that you will have to do to be able to. But again, I think I am you striving towards. So that's a goal. And of course, I'm sure that you will be able to enjoy the movement because, as I said, there's a lot of activities and a lot of opportunities for you, right? So I want to just stay open and give you a chance probably to hearing me to probably ask the questions that are on your mind.
Right. Thank you very much for that. Right. Does anyone have any questions? You can either put it in the chat or you can unmute yourself and ask any questions whilst Sarge is here. Okay, nothing come through yet, Sarge. If I just ask a question, what is the situation if there's at the moment that there doesn't appear to be any sort of organized contacts from the community with the police, generally speaking. So ahead of having a neighborhood watch group, what in your mind is the community responsibility? How does that work? What's the reality of contact from within the community if they've got issues?
Are you having any physical meeting now?
Yeah.
I mean, have you started physical meetings? When do you meet?
Right. We're at the beginning stage now. So the community,
Okay.
yeah, right at the very beginning. So I'm asking you really a general question, not necessarily related to neighborhood watch, but generally, because as you stated at the beginning, a community has to act together, but there's a period of time before it works out how to act together.
No. So, you can be a neighborhood watch when just as you start, but it's a neighborhood watch that is being sensitized. You are not launched yet, but you are in neighborhood watch, and I account for you likewise.
Right.
What I would implore you to do is that they have a WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Add me to the WhatsApp group. I tell you for more than one reasons. One of the reasons is that I will be able to inject into see persons raise concerns within the group.
Right.
And for those concerns which affects the police,
yeah.
I will be able to either speak to them directly or direct the matter to the relevant authority to treat to them.
Okay.
So we have done that with basically all of our neighborhood watch groups. So when you have the police presence, your contractor presence here, he has your interest at heart. So something is happening, and it comes to the group. We will be able to assist in terms of treating to it. And many times persons call the target station and right away they need some help. And if the group get it quickly, we because personal number who I can call.
Okay, I get the message on that. So that's very clear. Are there any other questions for Sarge?
Whenever you start your face-to-face meeting, I am not going to tell you that I am going to be at all your meetings, but I will be able to attend. Watches, they meet once per month.
Yeah.
Youth clubs meet every week, neighborhood watches meet once per month. But as best as possible, I'm going to try my very best to come down there to participate in your meetings.
Okay, thanks for that. Right. I'll just give everybody one last opportunity. If there's any questions, there's nothing in the chat that I need to, let me just quickly go through. Okay, Sarge, there's no other questions, and we will get back to you soon.
Okay.
So,
all right. It's a pleasure again for me to be a part of your meetings, and of course looking for continued partnership from here on. Okay.
great. No, thank you for taking the time out and for your advice.
You are.
Thank you. And
Okay.
thank you all very much from Resga Gardens for joining this meeting. And good night.
No problem. All right. Bye-bye. Okay.